What's good, y'all? Today we're going to be going over archery. This is not meta build. This is not best or game build. This is my build, per se. How I like to play, what I find most efficient given the circumstances. Um, PvE and PvP wise, large scale, small scale, big group, single target mobs, etc. So don't drag me through the mud with the comments saying, "Oh, you should be doing this, blah blah." This is my playstyle. I'm just going to share my playstyle with you, what I find most efficient and most effective given the circumstances that we're given as an archer or a ranger, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, the ranger is a decent class. I really think it needs a rework, but we're gonna hop right into it. I use both the longbow and the short bow, depending on the situation. But like I said, this is my playstyle, my build, and I find it to be very effective PvP wise. Like I don't have any troubles knocking people. PvE wise, I don't have any trouble keeping crowd control and help kill mobs, especially with AoE just bursting down. But let's hop right into it. What's good, y'all? We gonna hop right into it. Like I said before, this is not meta. This is what I find most efficient given the situations that I play in or I'm given in this situation, circumstances. If you find anything better or you think I should try this, let me know down below in the comments and what works for you. Like I said, this works for me in the situation, in my play style, in the group party that we run or that I run with. Just gonna hop right into it. When it comes to the weapon, I use both. I use the longbow and I use the short bow depending on the situation. I like the longbow better in my opinion because I love to see the big numbers. Even though the short bow, I think it might do more damage overall. I don't know, but I really don't know. I just use the longbow because I just love seeing big numbers on my screen. Now just gonna hop right into it. We're using crit here. No, I'm sorry, this isn't crit. Deadly finisher increased by 3%. So that's what, 369% right there. The reason I'm using crit damage here on the end caps is because apparently penetration when you spec into it in the weapon tree doesn't work right now. I don't know how true that is. I'm going through what the grapevine said via Discord and chats and everything, so we're gonna still play around with that. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure it's not working when it comes to specking your weapon, so I'm using the crit. But once that gets fixed, I'm 100% switching over to increased penetration. 100%. Right here we're using staggered. The reason I'm not using wounded is because I have wounded right here on my greatsword. And I'm pretty sure that the weapons are stat sticks, so when you spec into it, you don't have to have the actual weapon in your hand for the stat stick to work. But like I said, I'm using stagger, and then I'm using the mana regen. I honestly want to play around with keen edge, because it seems pretty OP. All your finishers and extended finishers have 25% increased critical strike chance. This bonus increased to 50% for 10 seconds after casting an ability, stacked 2 times. That is crazy. That is crazy. So that's damn near, yeah. I'm going to try that. I'm actually going to try that versus the mana regen. Then right here, like I said, we just want all crit and finishers and staggered. And on the right side we took the heart seeker, because it's basically when you hit a bleeding target, it just doubles your bleeding damage. So I mean, you could take these off, take the heart seeker off, and maybe go with extended deadly finisher trigger chance more, give you extra 30% so you could trigger your finisher more. I might end up trying that, we'll see. I'm going to try a lot of things, but that's my bow build. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible for you guys. Just max out your stamina tree. I mean, you're 25, you're going to max it out, you're going to have extra points you're not going to know what to do with. But how I did, I started off with the whole left side. I went all the way up left, one up middle, and one up right side. That's how I did that. My two hand is same thing. I would go pen, but I think pen is broken right now, so we don't use penetration. We use crit. So we're doing crit on the ends, wounded, and we're doing weapon combo finishers. Then over here we're doing flexible extended finishers. Basically a screen shake. It shakes the target. It's good, but I don't use the two hand ever, unless I want to just have fun. But yep, that's my build for my longbow. Now let's hop into the abilities. So everything varies. Like I'm set up for group PvE content right now, so everything just it changes depending on the situation. Like I said, so right now I take the whole bottom tree, the whole bottom tree. You're gonna want the whole bottom tree. You're gonna get 3 shots, well, 2 shots of scatter shot with this. You want that, and it turns it into a charge shot. Never just press scatter shot. You always charge it. Only time you ever press it when there's a mistake. Disengage, you gonna I use me personally, I use omnidirection disengage because the way I like to get out of dodge, and I'll show you and you'll see in the videos how I get out of dodge. I use airstrike with disengage. That's the two I combo together, airstrike and disengage. Now here I use, depending on the situation, I use the barbed arrows, but I love the weighted arrows. Like when I'm by myself, I found the weighted arrows to be very effective because it slows the enemy down very much. The barb just does tick damage for bleeding, but you can fluctuate between them, see how you like it, depending on the situation. And the group compensation, I use bleeding or barbed. I'm sorry, bleeding or weighted, barbed or weighted. MMO brain rot. I use Hunter the Raven. I use snipe. You know, I don't take the third ability in snipe because I use a longbow, and the longbow is already slow. You want to get faster longbow, just stack your gear with some weapon speed. I find that more efficient than this 20% for 5 seconds because you're barely going to use snipe. I mean, you're going to use it a lot because that's your bread and butter skill, like your heavy hitter. But given certain situations, you don't really use snipe. You have to plan ahead of time to use snipe. You got to call a notice in and let the boss know you're going to use snipe, you know. I love the traps. I love traps and I love vines because but it's just a big CC. Like I just love CC and I love seeing my vines. I love seeing enemies run into my traps. I use lightning reload, thunder shot, then I turn the thunder shot into an AoE. Right now I'm spec with party shroud because like I said I was in the party, but if I'm not in the party and I'm doing PvP, I unspec party. I take off party shroud and I put on Call of the Wild, and I finish it also with the unyielding Call of the Wild. I use both. So I would take off, let's say, I would take party shroud off, and possibly, let's say, it all depends on the situation. I might take off. I don't get 3 traps, so I can take Call of the Wild, because Call of the Wild is your CC breaker. Bards love to make you dance. They love making you dance. Mages love sleeping. So you're going to want this to get out of dodge, to sleep, to get out of sleep, to get out of dancing ability, or get out of a CC chain in general. But I don't ever use this in PvE, only PvP. So when I know I'm PvPing, I spec into this. But other than that, I want to put my trap back on. And we're going to actually put my party shot back on, keep it for now. But yeah, that's my build now. How I love to do my rotation. I normally go left to right. So my opener is Mark of the Bear. Now Mark of the Bear is good. I like Mark of the Raven as well, but I find Mark of the Bear more efficient because it's just a set 25% damage mitigation, reduced mitigation, versus you're playing with HP. Like I really don't know. Let me know what y'all think down below. But I fluctuate between both, but I find myself using Mark of the Bear for the most part. Raining Death is a good ability. I only ever use Raining Death after a thunder shot. Like I never just Raining Death. My dog playing with his toy. Well, his little bone fragment. I got them this big chewy bone and they ate it up. But like I said, I always pair thunder shot with Raining Death. always pair disengage with airstrike. Disengage is your get out of dodge, which is here. So how I do it is, depending on the situation, I normally mark, I hurry up in thundershot, then I hurry up in headshot, reload, headshot. You try to get the headshot, reload, headshot off as fast as possible because your mark is on. You only have about 7 seconds to mark. So you want to headshot as much as possible while that mark is up, because you every time you headshot a marked target, you take off 4 seconds. So that's 8 seconds. 8 seconds taken off of the 15-second timer. That is really good. So you can get 3 headshots within 10 seconds, like, or 11 seconds. Like, that is really good. So I do mark, thundershot, headshot, lightning reload, headshot, barrage. Once you finish that barrage, that headshot should be about 2 to 3 seconds, 2 to 4 seconds left to use it again. So you're gonna go mark, thundershot, headshot, lightning reload, headshot, barrage, auto attack, headshot, vines, lightning reload, maybe not lightning reload, I'm sorry. Thundershot should be up. Thundershot, raining death, scatter shot, trap or vines again, barrage. Like, you just gotta play with it, but that's the opener combo. Like, that combo opener is OP, tell you. Barrage, I'm sorry, Mark of the Bear, thundershot, headshot, lightning reload, headshot, barrage, vines, scatter shot, or scatter shot, vines, scatter shot. Like, it's really good. Now, disengage and airstrike, those are your get out of dodge moves. I never use those unless I have to. Like, it's a let me get the hell out of there. Like, you're getting attacked or pushed on. You could go either way. The reason I use omnidirection, like I said, the reason I use omnidirection, because I could go either forward with my disengage or backwards. So let's say something's chasing me and I'm kiting it backwards like this, right? I would hit him with the okie doke going back, airstrike, disengage, boom, turn, barrage, vine trap, headshot, reload, headshot, scatter shot, throw a trap in front of me, and as he's trapped, I would snipe him. Like, it's a lot to it. The Ranger just needs a complete rework, I think. I don't see myself playing Ranger in the near future, especially when a wipe comes. I don't see myself playing Ranger once the game comes out, unless we get a rework. Some of the abilities don't work as intended. For instance, the reason I don't use concussive arrows is because of right now, Daze does not work. Daze does the opposite of what it's supposed to. Daze is supposed to slow casting times down, but it doesn't. It actually gives them steroids and it makes their casting times faster. So yeah, so I don't know if anyone using concussive, be careful. This thing will get you slapped hard. Be careful with that. Like I said, this is my setup, and like I said, depending on the situation, it changes, but it doesn't change too extreme. Like, like I said, I might take off. If I don't want to take off all the traps, I do want to keep all the traps because we're dealing with a big group. I might take off the 4-second reload and party stride so I can get my full CC break. You know, it all depends on how comfortable you are playing with your class or playing a Ranger. But this is my build. Let me know what you think, and let me know how the rotation goes for you. Just try that rotation: bear, thundershot, headshot, reload, headshot, barrage, auto attack, headshot again. That is a good combo. You'll see big numbers. You always gonna want thorns up. You always gonna want your regen up. You're always gonna use Mark of the Raven, or Hunt of the Raven. I'm sorry. So if I have a tank or whoever's tanking or taking the most damage, I put thorns on them, because if you put thorns on whoever have the thorn buff on them, the enemy that attacks them, they get hit with a bleed effect and does take damage. So if I'm not getting hit, I don't run thorns on me. I put it on whoever's getting hit. And especially if I have a tank, I always put regen on the tank. I never keep it on myself. This party buff, then get a fruit salad. You can get a fruit salad from a vendor. Check the next video out if you want to find that vendor. Yep, But that's really my build. Let me know if you find something better. Like I said, by all means, this is not meta. This is what fits my playstyle and how I found me being a ranger most efficient. When it comes to the stamina tree, again, we're going to backtrack. Just go up. You're going to max this out, obviously, because you're level 25, right? But if you're not level 25, just going to go, me personally, I'd say go up the left side first, because you get more movement speed. We're already slow as hell, right? Get more movement speed, then go up the middle, then go up to the right. But yep, that's my build. Like I said, I use crit because pin isn't working right now. Once pin works again, I'm going to switch over to pin instead of crit. And I'm trying this keen shot out. I'm not using the mana regen because I want to try keen edge. Seems like it's going to be pretty dope. We'll see. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know how you like the video. Be sure to subscribe, follow, share the video. Let me know if it was helpful. You catch me in the server, say what's up. My name's Zexseed from Sword Art Online. I know I probably spelled it wrong, but hey, everybody call me X or XD. Hit me up.